And also that there's a much closer Richmond than the Richmond we spoke about. And I think we may be going on a visit there tomorrow. And if it just so happens that Mick Jagger is out hanging his wash, we'll say hi from everyone. And also, let's see, we've learned that there are some folks in the audience all the way from Switzerland. Am I right? That's pretty amazing. Thank you for making such a trip to see Jeni and Billy. I've been to Switzerland and I loved it there. So, well, like I promised you, the fact that we come from Nashville, Tennessee, means that it would be really remiss of us if we did not do some country and blues songs for you as well. So I think we will do that. And this first song, remember when I said I spent the summers with my grandmother and my great-grandmother?
Yeah.
Well, and the nice thing about that is that they don't make you do any of the washing up or hoovering or any of those kinds of things, because it's your grandma after all, and she lets you get away with anything. And so we didn't really have any chores, but we did have this one chore, Monday through Friday. It was a kind of interesting one. What it was that we had to sit with my great-grandmother and watch the soap opera with her. Her soap opera was Days of Our Lives, but, you know, it'd be anything like you all would have over here, like your EastEnders, or now your Downton Abbeys, or your Call the Midwives, or anything like that, right? And we had to watch the show with her because she was getting a bit older, and she would sometimes take a little rest in the middle of the show, and she would miss important plot points. And you know how quickly things move in these programs. You could have twin sisters that you never knew about. You could come back from the dead even. So we had to keep an eye on these things and report to her at the end of the program. And I feel the most confusing thing that we witnessed was when people would get in a terrible accident and they would take them to the hospital and wind them up in all the white tape, and they would unwind them and it would be a different actress. And that was the thing was hardest to understand. And it was only later that I realized this is how they change personnel in Hollywood. But luckily my great-grandma didn't have really good eyesight, so she never noticed that Marlena was not the same Marlena anymore. So when I got to college and I was studying for my master's in English literature, thank you for all the books, by the way, I've enjoyed them. I read quite a few novels, and my favorites were those by Miss Jane Austen. And naturally. And of course, what I discovered very quickly was that soap operas are really just reruns of Jane Austen novels. You know, basically, it's the truth. And so recently, a couple years ago, when I reread Sense and Sensibility for the umpteenth time, well, I felt personally injured, really, on behalf of Miss Marianne Dashwood when she was thrown over by the dastardly Mr. Willoughby for a much richer girl. I just felt that it was very hurtful. And the way that I just decided I should respond to that would be by writing a song. And I decided since soap operas were based on Jane Austen, it was no stretch by any means to write a country song for Miss Marianne Dashwood. So you're going to hear a song that sounds like it's just a little old song that would come out of Nashville, Tennessee, but in fact it's based on your deep literature. So this is called Silver Rocket. I gave you away